Welcome to HD Rare Coins 111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. In the quiet rhythm of American history, there are coins that whisper stories rather than shout them, and the 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of those humble storytellers. It carries the tale of a nation in motion, a nation searching for stability during a decade of change, all within the tiny circle of copper that has now become a treasure for collectors. As you hold or imagine this 1967 penny, think of the millions of hands that may have touched it. It may have passed through the counters of old grocery stores, the pockets of factory workers, and the hands of young children who saved pennies in glass jars for a dream they hoped to reach. This coin takes us back to an era when America was experiencing cultural shifts, new ideas, and intense moments in the civil rights movement. Yet through all of this, the Lincoln penny remained constant, carrying the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, forever watching over the nation he helped shape. The 1967 penny came from a time when the United States Mint was making coins without mint marks, aiming to reduce coin shortages throughout the country. This decision makes the 1967 penny unique, because unlike other years, you won't find a D or S beneath the date. Collectors often stop and pause when they hear about a coin with no mint mark. It adds a sense of mystery. Where was it made? Why was it produced this way? And how did this simple change turn a common coin into a collectible treasure decades later? But the real charm of the 1967 Lincoln cent lies in its details. The smooth copper alloy surface, the way Lincoln's portrait is struck cleanly, and the elegant simplicity of the reverse design featuring the Lincoln Memorial, all combine to make this coin timeless. Every 1967 penny also holds something else: its age. Coins from the 60s that have survived without major scratches, discoloration, or where carry a deeper kind of beauty. They look almost untouched by time, and such survivors are the coins collectors dream about. And when a 1967 penny is found in near-perfect condition, it becomes the star of a collection. Mint-state examples glow brilliantly under the light, showing off the original fiery copper tone that caught the attention of collectors the moment they were struck. Some of these coins have errors too, striking mistakes made at the mint that slipped into circulation. Off-center strikes, die cracks, and doubled features can turn an ordinary penny into something unbelievably rare. These are the coins that spark excitement, because no two errors are exactly the same. Just imagine a penny worth only 1 cent suddenly becoming worth more than a brand new car simply because it survived in pristine condition or carries a unique mint error. That's the magic of numismatics, the art of coin collecting, and as the years pass, the 1967 penny becomes even more special. Every passing decade makes untouched coins harder to find. Some of the best examples have been tucked away by collectors who understood their value long before the rest of the world caught on. This penny is also a reminder of Abraham Lincoln's legacy. His face on this coin symbolizes honesty, courage, and the strength to unite a divided nation. Every time we study this penny, we take a moment to reflect on history and the cost of freedom. Collectors appreciate the 1967 penny not just as a piece of metal, but as a capsule of American life. It reminds us of the everyday people who earned it, spent it, saved it, and passed it along before it eventually found its way into the hands of someone who recognized its hidden worth. The deeper you look into this coin, the more you respect how something so small can carry so much meaning. The blend of copper, craftsmanship, and history makes the 1967 penny one of the most admired coins among Lincoln cent enthusiasts. Now the hunt for high-grade specimens continues. Coin collectors search through old jars, estate sales, and inherited boxes of change hoping to find that one shining treasure that escaped decades of wear. And for those lucky few who find a rare gem, whether it's a mistake struck at the mint or a pristine, untouched coin, the rewards can be extraordinary. Some of these rare examples have been sold for astonishing prices at auctions. This is what keeps collectors motivated: the dream of discovering a rarity hiding in plain sight. A common coin to the untrained eye, but a fortune to someone who understands its beauty, its rarity, and its historical importance. As we explore more about the 1967 penny, we realize that these coins are more than collectibles. They are storytellers, preserving moments from the past. They remind us that even the smallest pieces of our world can hold extraordinary value. There is no doubt that the 1967 Lincoln 1-cent penny has earned a place among the most admired coins from its era. And its rising value over time shows that collectors are recognizing its importance more and more. Whether you are new to coin collecting or a long-time enthusiast, the 1967 penny is a coin worth learning about, watching for, and appreciating. It gives every collector a reason to keep searching. And remember, your old change jar, a forgotten drawer, or a family coin box could be hiding one of these rare treasures. All it takes is one incredible find to change everything. Speaking of finds, many collectors share stories of how they discovered their rarest coins in the most unexpected places: old piggy banks, dusty boxes, or pocket change from decades ago. That's why every penny should be checked carefully. The 1967 penny encourages us to look closely at the coins around us. Because the moment you start paying attention, you begin to uncover the thrilling hidden world of numismatics. Every collector knows the excitement of flipping a coin over, checking its details, and imagining the journey it has traveled. And the 1967 penny always rewards that curiosity with its charm and mystery. This coin also inspires new collectors to learn, to explore history, and to appreciate craftsmanship. It invites everyone to become part of a community that values treasures hidden in everyday life. And as you continue your own collecting journey, never underestimate the power of patience. Some of the greatest discoveries come when we least expect them, and the 1967 penny is proof of that. Before we reach the final thought, remember this: if you have coins at home, even simple pennies, don't ignore them. Examine them. They might hold surprising value, and I always encourage viewers to share photos or descriptions of their own coins in the comments so this channel can help identify and explain their worth. Now, as we wrap up this story of the 1967 Lincoln penny, keep in mind that collectors value this coin highly when found in rare, near-perfect condition. And some exceptional examples have reached extraordinary worth, with the finest selling for $174,000 in words only. Viewers should comment about their own coins so the channel can provide information about them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like the video. Top 2. The story of the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent penny begins in a moment of American history filled with change, creativity, and curiosity. As the new decade arrived, the United States Mint prepared a coin that would quietly become one of the most talked about cents among collectors. This penny may look simple at first glance, but behind its copper glow lies a tale of rarity, hidden errors, and the craftsmanship of a time when every cent had a story to tell. The 1970 penny carries the proud image of Abraham Lincoln, just as it had for more than half a century. Yet with every new strike came fresh possibilities. As people held this penny in their hands in 1970, they had no idea that some of these coins would become incredibly valuable decades later. They used them to buy candy, newspapers, stamps, and small everyday items, never imagining that one day, a single cent could be worth a fortune. This coin carries the charm of an era when America was filled with innovation and cultural shifts. Every 1970 penny reminds us of the people who spent it without thinking, unaware that they were touching a tiny piece of the nation's future treasure. One of the reasons this coin is so fascinating is its multiple variations. The 1970 penny was produced in different locations, and some of these mints created versions with special characteristics that collectors still chase today. A small detail here or there made all the difference. But the mysteries do not end there. Some 1970 pennies have doubling errors, where parts of the numbers or letters appear doubled because of a rare misalignment during striking. These mistakes turned otherwise ordinary coins into priceless gems. Collectors love this year because the errors are dramatic, the differences are noticeable, and the rarity is thrilling. Each time a collector finds a 1970 penny with a special error or in perfect condition, it becomes a moment worth celebrating. And then there are the proof versions, shiny, mirror-like coins created with special care. These proof pennies were struck with more precision, making them even more sought after by numismatists who admire perfect craftsmanship. The 1970 penny also stands out because of the attention given to its details. Lincoln's portrait is sharp and strong, the lettering crisp, and the reverse showing the Lincoln Memorial continues to reflect the depth of American history. Time has only made these coins more valuable. Many 1970 pennies were lost to wear, damage, or simply disappeared into the shadows of millions of coins minted that year. Finding one in untouched condition is becoming rarer with every passing year, and when that rare coin appears, shining with its original red copper brilliance, it can leave collectors speechless. A high-grade 1970 penny can jump from being common pocket change to a collector's dream almost instantly. Imagine how many people drop this penny into jars, drawers, and piggy banks without thinking twice. And yet, tucked away somewhere, some of these coins waited patiently for decades before being rediscovered as hidden treasures. This makes the hunt for the 1970 penny even more exciting. It is not just about the metal or the date, it's about the unexpected surprise. The possibility that something so small could be worth so much. Collectors today search through old collections, inherited boxes, and rolls of pennies hoping to find the rarest version of the 1970 cent. Each search brings suspense, because every coin flipped could be the one. The passion for this penny comes from its unpredictability. You can examine dozens of coins that look normal, and then suddenly you come across one with a special feature that changes everything you thought you knew. For many collectors, the 1970 penny is not just another coin. It is a symbol of patience, attention to detail, and appreciation for history. It encourages people to slow down and look closely at the world around them, and that is the magic of coin collecting. Something as tiny and everyday as a penny becomes a bridge between the past and the present, connecting generations of collectors through curiosity and discovery. The story of this coin gets even more exciting when you learn about rare auction results. Some of the best examples of the 1970 penny, especially those with dramatic errors, have been sold for astonishing amounts, shocking even experienced collectors. But beyond the numbers, it's the journey of the penny that captures people's attention, the decades of circulation, the countless pockets, counters, and hands before being finally recognized for its true value. That journey makes every surviving 1970 penny special. Even the worn ones have a story, but the flawless specimens carry the most thrilling tales. They avoided scratches, wear, bending, and the harsh touch of time, and because so many were used heavily in daily life, untouched examples today are treasures. They are reminders that everyday objects can become extraordinary when time and luck work together. The 1970 penny also continues to inspire new collectors. Many people begin their numismatic journey after discovering a rare penny at home or hearing stories about valuable cents. This coin lights that spark. As interest continues to grow, more people are now checking their pocket change, scanning dates, and learning about errors, keeping the legacy of the 1970 penny alive for the next generation of collectors. And in the middle of all this excitement, the penny teaches us something important: never overlook the small things. Sometimes, the greatest value hides where we least expect it. Before we continue to the final thought, remember to always check your own coins carefully. Old jars, boxes, and family collections might be hiding treasures. And I always encourage viewers to comment about their own coins so the channel can help identify them and explain their worth. Now, as the story of the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent penny reaches its end, collectors know that the most exceptional pieces from this year can reach an astonishing value, with the rarest examples selling for $150,000 in words only. Viewers should comment about their own coins so the channel can provide information about them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like the video. Top 3. The story of the 1971 Lincoln 1-cent penny begins in a year filled with new ideas, bold change, and a nation moving forward. Hidden in that year's busy world was a little copper coin that would soon become a surprising treasure for collectors. This penny may be small, but it carries the memory of America in the early 70s, a time when technology, culture, and everyday life were shifting quickly. Millions of these coins were created, yet only a tiny number would survive the decades in the perfect condition collectors dream about. When people spent this penny in 1971, they never imagined that some of these examples would one day be worth more than a brand new car. They carried it in pockets, wallets, and purses, passing it from one person to another without a second thought. The 1971 penny kept the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design Americans had trusted since 1909. But each new year brought tiny changes in striking quality, appearance, and finish, details collectors now examine with great care. The copper surface of the 1971 penny glows with a warm, beautiful tone in its finest state. When found untouched, it lights up under the right angle, showing off brilliant red color that has survived more than half a century. Collectors love this coin because it represents an era when every penny was made with craftsmanship. These coins were struck sharply when the dies were fresh, and those early pieces are the ones that now earn the highest grades and the biggest attention. Many people today don't realize how rare it is to find a 1971 penny in flawless condition. Most were used heavily, scratched, worn down, dented, or darkened by time. The ones that escaped all of that are the true gems. Some 1971 pennies come with special mint errors that make them even more desirable. These mistakes were never intentional, but because they survived, they turned into priceless pieces of history. Doubled dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks are among the most exciting types. A dramatic doubled die, especially on the date or lettering, can transform a simple penny into something astonishing. Collectors examine these coins with magnifying glasses, hoping to find signs of doubling that could unlock incredible value. Even a tiny error makes a huge difference when it comes to price. A small flaw during the striking process can elevate a plain penny into a rare treasure that collectors compete fiercely to own. Some collectors search through rolls of pennies, hoping to spot that one perfect 1971 cent glowing with its original copper brilliance. It's like hunting for treasure in plain sight, where patience becomes the key to success. And then there are the proof versions of this coin. These were made with special dies, resulting in mirror-like surfaces. Their sharp details and polished finish make them breathtaking to look at, and some contain errors that add even more value. The story of the 1971 penny becomes even more interesting when you learn how many were lost over time. Many of these coins were thrown away, spent repeatedly, or damaged beyond recognition. Each surviving high-grade example becomes more precious. Collectors appreciate the 1971 penny because it stands as a reminder of a time when coins were crafted with care, and when even the smallest piece of currency carried history in every detail. Finding one of these pennies in stunning condition is like discovering a hidden spark from the past. It makes collectors wonder how such a coin stayed protected for so many years without losing its shine. The thrill of the hunt drives collectors deeper into their search, checking every date and every detail. The hope of finding that one extraordinary penny keeps the excitement alive. Because the truth is, valuable coins often hide in the most ordinary places: coin jars, storage boxes, old purses, or inherited collections. The 1971 penny is one of those coins that surprises people when they least expect it. And each time a rare or valuable example shows up at an auction, the world of numismatics pays attention. Some of the most remarkable 1971 pennies have sold for jaw-dropping amounts, stunning collectors worldwide. But beyond rarity and value, this coin represents the beauty of small details. The striking lines in Lincoln's portrait, the architecture of the Lincoln Memorial on the back, and the preserved copper color all come together in a timeless design. Over the decades, collectors have built deep admiration for the coins of the early 70s. The 1971 penny stands at the center of that admiration, offering both everyday charm and surprising rarity. New collectors often begin their journey with this coin. Its simplicity draws them in, and its potential value keeps them searching more deeply, learning more, and building their passion for numismatics. And as the years continue to pass, the number of well-preserved 1971 pennies will only shrink. That makes the survivors even more important to collectors who recognize the quiet beauty of a coin that has lived more than 50 years. This penny teaches us that treasure doesn't always glitter like gold. Sometimes treasure is copper, worn by time yet rich in history. It also reminds us that even the smallest pieces of our world hold surprises. A simple penny, forgotten for decades, can suddenly become a story worth telling. Before we move to the final thought, remember to always check your own coins at home. You might be holding something rare without even knowing it, and I always ask viewers to comment about their own coins so this channel can help identify them and explain their worth. Now, as we reach the end of the story of the 1971 Lincoln 1-cent penny, the rarest and finest examples of this coin have reached extraordinary value, with exceptional pieces selling for $145,000 in words only. Viewers should comment about their own coins so the channel can provide information about them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like the video. Top 4. The story of the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny begins in an era when America was full of energy, new inventions, and bold changes. Amid the busy world of the 1980s, this little penny quietly entered circulation without anyone imagining that some rare examples would become valuable treasures years later. The 1985 penny may look like a simple coin at first glance, but behind its copper-plated zinc surface lies a world of hidden rarity and small details that collectors love to explore. Every tiny mark, every curve of Lincoln's portrait, and every shine on its surface tells part of its journey. When people used this penny in 1985, they spent it casually, on snacks, newspapers, arcade machines, bus rides, never thinking that some of these coins would one day capture the attention of serious numismatists searching for rare gems. This penny represents the transition of its era. By the early 80s, the mint had switched from solid copper to copper-plated zinc, creating a new type of Lincoln cent that behaved differently with time. Some survived beautifully, while others corroded or wore down quickly. Collectors cherish the 1985 penny because finding one in flawless, untouched condition is much harder than it sounds. Zinc pennies are easily damaged, and most have darkened, scratched, or blistered over the decades. A high-grade 1985 penny shines with a bright, fiery copper color that almost looks fresh from the mint. When such a coin appears today, it feels like a tiny time capsule from 1985, preserved against all odds. But condition isn't the only thing that makes this penny exciting. Some 1985 cents contain rare mint errors that dramatically increase their value. These mistakes happened during production, and once they escaped the mint, they became priceless pieces of history. Collectors search closely for doubling on the date or lettering. A strong doubled die error on a 1985 penny can turn an ordinary cent into a showstopper with significant value. Even small signs of doubling can attract attention from experts. There are also off-center strikes, where part of the design appears shifted. These errors are visually dramatic and highly desirable for collectors who enjoy unusual and eye-catching coins. Another fascinating error collectors watch for is cuds, where a piece of the die breaks away, leaving a raised blob or shape on the coin. These are rare and always unique, making them exciting finds for anyone lucky enough to encounter one. The thrill of searching for these special 1985 pennies is one of the reasons collectors keep digging through old rolls and boxes. Every penny flipped is another chance at discovering a hidden rarity. And while some rare coins are found in collections or bought at auctions, many collectors discover valuable 1985 pennies in pocket change or old jars without expecting anything special. That surprise is part of the beauty of collecting. The 1985 penny also stands out for the sharp lines of Lincoln's portrait when struck well. The curve of his coat, the detail in his hair, and the lettering around him can all look incredibly crisp on high-grade examples. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial continues to shine as a symbol of perseverance and legacy. It reminds collectors that every coin, no matter how small, tells a story about America's past. Time has only increased the interest in this coin. As more 1985 pennies get damaged or lost, the rare surviving examples grow more valuable. Each untouched penny becomes more special with each passing decade. Collectors admire the 1985 penny because it teaches patience. Only those who look closely, search thoroughly, and pay attention to the finest details discover the true gems hidden among ordinary coins. The journey of these pennies is remarkable. Most have lived hard lives, tossed into machines, carried in wallets, scraped against surfaces, yet a few have survived with grace, becoming the treasures collectors dream of. And for those who find an error coin from this year, the excitement is unforgettable. A single mistake made during production becomes a powerful reminder that rarity often hides in unexpected places. As auction houses continue to showcase rare coins, the 1985 penny occasionally appears in dazzling condition, surprising collectors with impressive prices. These rare appearances inspire even more people to search through their own coins at home. The 1985 penny has become a symbol of how small discoveries can lead to big surprises. A simple cent from decades ago can transform into a valuable piece of American history. New collectors often start their journey with modern pennies like the 1985 cent. It's accessible, understandable, and full of potential, making it a perfect introduction to the exciting world of numismatics. And as collectors dig deeper into the story of this year, they learn not to underestimate any coin. Every cent tells a story. Every scratch or shine has history behind it. And every rare find is worth celebrating. This penny also teaches us that value doesn't always come from age alone. Sometimes, true worth lies in rarity, condition, or the small details most people overlook. The 1985 penny continues to inspire curiosity, patience, and excitement in the hearts of collectors everywhere. Its place in American coinage remains strong and respected. Before we reach the final thought, remember that you should always check the pennies at home. A rare treasure could be waiting without you knowing it, and I always encourage viewers to comment about their own coins so this channel can help identify and explain their worth. Now, as we end the story of the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny, collectors know that the most extraordinary examples of this coin can reach impressive value, with the finest rare pieces selling for $88,000 in words only. Viewers should comment about their own coins so the channel can provide information about them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like the video. Top 5. The story of the 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny begins in a decade when America was racing into the future. Computers were growing, technology was evolving, and a new generation was stepping into a world filled with possibility. And in the middle of all that change, the 1993 penny quietly entered circulation, carrying history in the palm of every hand. This small coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but like many hidden treasures, its value appears only to those who look closely. The 1993 penny carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of strength and leadership, just as it had for decades before. People used this penny every day in 1993, dropping it into vending machines, saving it in jars, spending it at gas stations, and carrying it in pockets without ever imagining that some rare examples would one day become incredibly valuable. The shift from copper to zinc in the early 1980s changed how pennies aged, and by 1993, these copper-plated zinc coins became known for their delicate surfaces. Many wore out quickly, blistered, or lost their shine, making well-preserved ones far rarer than people realize. This is why collectors pay special attention to 1993 pennies in perfect condition. A high-grade example shines brightly with a beautiful copper glow, almost as if it has traveled through time untouched. Each surviving mint-state 1993 penny tells a story of careful preservation. It avoided scratches, corrosion, machine damage, and years of wear. That alone makes it a treasure worth noticing. But the excitement around this penny doesn't stop with condition. Some 1993 cents contain rare mint errors that turn an everyday coin into a collector's dream. These errors are what elevate ordinary pieces into unexpected treasures. Among the most thrilling are double die errors, where the date or lettering appears doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. These coins attract immediate attention from collectors searching for rarity. Off-center strikes also appear in 1993 pennies, giving the coin a unique and dramatic appearance. Some show only half the design, creating pieces that stand out instantly in any collection. There are also broad strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets, each one a mistake from the mint that survived and became part of the story. These era coins can be surprisingly valuable depending on their clarity and severity. Collectors spend hours searching through penny rolls, hoping to find a sharp and bright 1993 penny or, better yet, a dramatic mint error. The thrill is real because every coin checked could be the one worth far more than just a cent. The 1993 penny also holds a special place because of its clean, sharp design. When struck well, Lincoln's portrait appears crisp, with clear details in his hair, coat, and facial features. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, representing American strength and legacy. A perfectly struck 1993 penny shows the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial if you look closely with magnification. Time has made this coin even more intriguing. As the years pass, fewer and fewer high-grade 1993 pennies remain. Most have faded, worn down, or corroded, leaving only a small number of survivors that collectors truly treasure. And every time a rare 1993 penny appears at an auction in excellent condition, it surprises collectors with impressive prices. These unexpected moments inspire more people to check their own coins. The journey of a penny from 1993 is unpredictable. Some lived quiet lives in drawers, purse pockets, and desk trays. Others passed through hundreds of hands. A few were saved accidentally and forgotten for decades, becoming precious without anyone realizing it. Collectors admire this coin because it represents the beauty of small things, the overlooked details that become meaningful with time. It reminds us that something so ordinary can be extraordinary under the right conditions. The more people learn about the 1993 penny, the more they appreciate how fragile its copper plating is. A flawless example is evidence of luck, preservation, and timing all working together. Beginners often start their collecting journey with modern pennies like this one, discovering how exciting it is to find a coin that stands out from the rest. A 1993 penny in perfect condition can spark a lifelong passion. This penny teaches an important lesson: value doesn't depend only on age. Sometimes rarity comes from condition, errors, and survival, not time alone. The 1993 penny continues to inspire collectors to keep searching and to appreciate the coins they once ignored. Its place in modern numismatics remains both meaningful and mysterious. Every collector knows that hidden treasures often appear where people least expect them. A simple penny jar or old box might be holding something special, and many valuable 1993 pennies have been discovered this way. Before we reach the final thought, remember to always check your own coins at home. A rare treasure may be waiting near you, and I always encourage viewers to comment about their own coins so this channel can help identify and explain their worth. Now, as we close the story of the 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny, collectors know that the rarest and finest examples of this coin can reach impressive value, with the most exceptional pieces selling for $62,000 in words only. Viewers should comment about their own coins so the channel can provide information about them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and like the video.